So I've been asked on numerous occasions, how can you figure out the feelings and emotions associated to your ideal client persona or your ICP? And that's a very good question, depending on where you are in the market and what you want to achieve. Obviously, defining your market should be the number one thing you do, whether you're just getting started or whether you're transitioning or pivoting in your journey. And I've recently kind of experienced a little pivot myself because I was targeting beginners and then realized that I was enjoying working with people who are winners who want to win more. So people a little bit further down the line that are experienced, that have had some wins in the business world and simply just wanted to make more out of what they were already doing. Kind of say, I much prefer to help somebody who already knows how to spark a fire and bring the gasoline. But that exercise is really cool. And I've been asked by one of my students in the community, how on earth do you actually figure out those feelings? So if you are further down the line, the best place to look at is inside of your Slack channel, your WhatsApp engagements, your email responses and questions, any surveys that you've done, any sales calls or client calls that you've done. What I do is I get into a habit of screenshotting everything and reviewing back the recordings to hunt for questions. So as a coach, I get asked many questions every day, and this is kind of what forms the basis of these videos. Because I found that answering questions for existing clients is the best way to get new clients as well. Because if one person has that question, then imagine how many more other people have that question, right? So that is also a really good way to go about it. And simply, like, often even on Slack or Telegram or email, when I do answer a question, that then becomes sawdust, right, to my next post that I'm going to do. And that's how I've been posting over the last year, simply turning those engagements and answers into posts. Now, when we're looking at feelings and emotions, it's really important to establish that feelings are something that associates to the mind, whereas emotions associate to the heart. What do I mean by that? I can feel very excited, right? But the emotion associated to that is happiness, for example. I can feel anxious, but the emotion is sadness. Does that make sense? That's good. So the way that I go about it before I dive in is, if you're at the beginning of your journey, like when I was getting started initially, there's plenty of ways that you can look for these questions, thoughts, emotions, or feelings associated to your ICP. I used to go to Reddit actually as the number one place. So for example, you can go into the r/marketing forum, or whatever it is that you are like whatever your market is in. And then once you get there, there's a bunch of real humans asking real questions that you can then turn into posts. Another idea can be under the comments of your own posts, whether you use LinkedIn or any social media platform. If you don't get enough comments or questions, you can go to your competitors, find unanswered questions and answer them in your posts. That kind of gives you massive clues as to where your ICP is, what they're thinking, where they're at. You can also do polls with questions to actually lead to more questions as you figure out what your market is. That's a really nice way to go about it. Another way is Quora. Quora also has real human beings asking real questions. Or if you're on the product side, it could be like Amazon reviews or Goodreads reviews. You know, when you're about to read a book and you go to Goodreads and you see all the average 3-star ones are the ones that are questions that you want to answer. So those are just a few. Another one is Google, for example. When you search for something like, I don't know, how to lose weight with a keto diet, or anything else in the business or sort of coaching space, wherever you're at, that then leads to a section underneath called People Also Asked. And you can go to the People Also Asked section and find real questions again that people are asking. Now, you can associate each question and feeling together, right? So if somebody's really stuck, let's say I'm a business coach and I'm helping somebody who can't get clients, they're stuck because they can't get clients. So you can almost estimate that the feeling associated to that could be, let's say, frustration. And then the emotion that comes with that is sadness. So then when we're writing a post like a problem, agitate, solution post, for example, you want to dive into that exact matter. So it's not just I can't get clients. It's another day gone by, the bank account drying up, unable to sustain a living, going paycheck to paycheck. Now we're going from the mind into the heart. And I hope this example kind of justifies where we need to look to define questions for our ICP, feelings and emotions, and how to tackle them, and then how to actually use our competitors' posts or comments or anything in our peripheral to spin up more content. I hope that's useful.